With fear and excitement, the main character carefully unwraps an old, enigmatic gift. He raises the lid of the wooden box with extreme caution, carefully removing the bleached cotton covering that covers it. He discovers a metal talisman that appears to have been there for a very long time within. This gift, according to the main character, has a shadowy past that he must unravel. The journey of discovery and change in his life starts with this first step in his search. The main character examined the present and discovered his grandfather's name on it. She had never heard of her grandfather before, which astonished her. As she inquired about her grandfather with her parents, she discovered that he had passed away before she was even born. The central figure developed an interest in her grandfather's life and gathered all the facts she could find about him. She was curious as to why her grandfather valued this particular present so highly. The main character is left with a sense of mystery and intrigue as a result. The main guy was overjoyed to get such a unique gift from his ancestors from his grandfather. A short note that had been folded and sealed with a sticker was discovered as he started to attentively inspect the present. The hero removed the note's seal and opened it. The note had the following text: "If you are reading this, my dear grandchild, I am no longer with you. I gave you this present that I got when I was young. It has a highly significant past that you must research, attempt to discover its source, follow its ancestry, and give it back to its rightful owner. This can assist you in discovering your role in society as well as your true origins and identity." These unexpected remarks caused the main character to understand that he needed to locate and decipher his grandfather's gift. He had a strong sense of obligation to his grandfather and his family. The hero made the decision to launch his inquiry after receiving the note. In order to learn the secret underlying this venerable gift, the main character started to probe deeply into his grandfather's past. To determine the circumstances behind his grandfather's capture as a prisoner of war, he researched documents, military records, and other sources. The main character discovered during his investigation that his grandfather had been a hostage in a concentration camp for a considerable amount of time. During this time, a fellow prisoner who was ordered to remain in the camp gave his granddad an old gift. The main character was enthralled by this tale and by his quest to learn more about his grandfather's experiences in the war. He thought that he had a thorough comprehension of both the history of his family and of history in general as a result of this investigation. The protagonist's grandfather's friend's family is very appreciative to him for locating the present. They share with the protagonist information about their relative's life, the history of concentration camps, and the hardships endured by those who managed to survive there. The main character believes that he has not only discovered a mysterious gift, but also a link to his past and his family's history. He is glad that he was able to return this present to the correct family and has found serenity in connecting with his grandfather and his life stories. The main character finds out that his grandfather struggled with alcoholism and post-traumatic stress disorder, which he attempted to hide from the family. The family also gave him his grandfather's journal, in which he wrote about his emotions, along with this present. The hero is better able to comprehend his grandfather as well as the bond he shared with a fellow prisoner of war thanks to this knowledge. The main character makes the choice to maintain these important discoveries and to protect the memories of his grandfather and his friend who were held captive. The main character comes with his family, and together they unwrap a special gift from his grandfather that they later uncover. This helps him remember his grandfather and brings back memories of him. The unusual present turns out to be an old photo album that has images of his grandfather with his family and friends. The main character finds out about his grandfather's love of fishing and travel, as well as how he enjoyed singing and playing the guitar with his family and friends. The family reunion is restarted after a protracted break as a result of the hero's sharing of these recollections with their relatives. They converse, sing, and tell tales while remembering the hero's grandfather, who cherished being the center of attention and spreading joy. This brings back memories of his grandfather and aids in keeping his name alive in the minds of his loved ones. The protagonist feels a profound respect for his grandfather and remembers him as a hero who went through horrible tribulations but stayed strong and committed to his family. At the table, the main character is relating a tale about visiting a place that was mentioned in a podcast. They discuss the city's fascinating traditions, delicious regional cuisine, and stunning architecture. As they talk, she understands that if she hadn't heard the tale of the lost present, her journey wouldn't have been as fascinating. The main guy explains to his family where he got the enigmatic gift that started him on an extraordinary journey. The main character comes to the realization that her voyage wouldn't have been as interesting if she hadn't heard the narrative about the lost gift as she recounts her experience seeing the city she had discussed in the podcast. The main character explains to her family how she came upon this enigmatic present and how it enabled her to embark on an incredible journey. The narrative of the forgotten gift is enthusiastically heard by the family of the main character, who then finds that it has given her more than she could have imagined. She is aware of the power of stories to alter our perspective of the world and provide us with the solutions to a variety of concerns. The main character receives praise from the family for the wonderful travel and story as they happily conclude their dinner.